Hi, I'm Ben Horwood.
And I'm Shane Sullivan.
Welcome to our second market update for 2013.
So Ben, how's the market been in the second quarter of 2013?
Interesting. The volume has certainly been down and we're getting exceptionally good results for a lot of the properties that we're taking to auction. I think that the volume is driving the market in the fact that there's not much around. Similar story to what we had last quarter, however I think it's gotten worse as far as the lack of stock that's on the market, and the demand is getting to be quite heated. You can see this across Sydney with the auction clearance rates. The last 3 weeks in particular going 78, 74 and 77% across Sydney. We've been running at a lot better than that. I think for the quarter we're at about 91%, which is more in line with the inner west in general.
So in terms of our stats, Ben, as an office, how have we tracked so far in 2013?
Very well. In comparison to the market, I think the most telling is probably days on market. Our days on market at the moment are down to 24 days as an average for the quarter, which is exceptional. And I think that's a real reflection of the lack of stock that's around and the fact that people are getting very aggressive towards buying stuff prior to auction, and we've certainly experienced a lot of that. Volume has been good, close to 20 million in sales for the quarter. Average sale price was great for us this quarter at just under, a tick under 1.4 million. With the median and average market sort of prices within Concord, West and Cabarita being around that sort of million to 1.1, depending on which suburb you look at, being exceeding the market by 200,000 this quarter was a big thing for us. And I think also that the days on market combined with that and the clearance rate that we had at 91% for the quarter was very, very good. The volume, I suppose, would be, as we said earlier, the only thing that we would say in previous years has been better.
A great example of buyers being that aggressive was a property that we have for sale at 9 Corey's Avenue in Concord. A huge amount of interest early on in terms of record internet hits for our office, and also the amount of people who came through the first inspection. I think it was something along the lines of 30 people in the first inspection, which turned into a matter of buyers being aggressive, wanting to secure that home before auction. So we were able to sell that prior to auction for 1.32.
We had a similar experience with the property in Fig Tree Avenue in Abbotsford Cove that sold within 6 days of being on the market prior to auction, and that was pretty intense as well. There was a lot of people vying for that one, and it sold somewhere around $60,000 more than expectations within 6 days. If they're not selling prior to auction, going to auction, we had a great example on the weekend at Excelsior Street in Concord, where we just got a lot more money than what we thought we were going to get. There was a lot more activity, a lot more buyers there, and we had a reserve on that of 820,000, sold under the hammer at 910, 90,000 over reserve. We did manage to sell 2 of the top sales within the area in the quarter. Number 5 Augusta Street Concord was sold after auction for an undisclosed amount, but definitely was the top sale for the quarter and so far this year for the house prices in Concord. And I think Cabarita we'll manage to get the number 1 sale as well. Yeah,
that's right. We sold 21 Phillip Street Cabarita, which sold for 3.25 million. In community news, we had our first annual Charity Golf Day supporting cystic fibrosis. Cystic fibrosis is a close charity to LJ Hooker, and we were lucky enough to have great support and raise close to $15,000 for the charity.
In the last sort of 10 years, I think LJ Hooker has been instrumental in raising over $5 million for Cystic Fibrosis Australia, and we were glad to do our bit. We'd really like to thank the local businesses that got involved on the day and helped us out to raise the money. It was a great day had by all, I think, and certainly we had a great day, and we'll certainly be doing it again next year, so keep an eye out for it on the email list, and when it comes around again, we'd love to see you there.
Looking towards next quarter, Ben, what are your thoughts?
I think we'll see very much the same sort of marketplace. I can't see the volume increasing suddenly and dramatically. I think the demand is definitely going to still be there. You can see Sydney-wide prices have grown by about 2.7%, up to 5% in some of the more expensive suburbs. One in Burwood locally was 28% growth in that last quarter. So I think that we'll probably see very similar market conditions, and coming into spring there may be a little bit more stock coming onto the market. So now could be a very good time to start thinking about doing something if you were thinking spring, because...
Yeah, so talk to us about spring, because I know a lot of people think that spring is the best time. Talk to us a little bit about that.
People always ask us, when's the best time to sell your property? My simple answer to that is when everybody else isn't. And at the moment, everybody else isn't.
So Ben, what you are saying is that if people are thinking of selling in spring, they should be making contact with us now?
I think so. I would definitely recommend to anybody of my great clients, anybody, that now would be a fantastic time to sell your home, because there's a lot of competition, there's a lot of people aggressively seeking properties in this particular area, family homes in particular. Somewhere around the median and even in the higher end of the market is doing exceptionally well. And with an election coming and a spring where there could be a lot more properties coming on the market, now is a time where I can guarantee that is a great time to sell.
Thank you for watching our second quarterly market update video for 2013. We had some great response to our first video, so
Absolutely.
we thank you for staying tuned and hope to see you next time.